In what could be another case of emailgate, the Prime Minister has refuted claims by an opposition MP accusing him of being the beneficiary of payments from the drilling company UNC Drilling. Dr. Rowley held a news conference on Wednesday morning calling for police and forensic investigations into the allegations made in the lower house on Tuesday night. Cozier Phillip has more.
The Prime Minister described Dr. Munilal's claims as a monstrous lie and said there's absolutely no truth to the allegations. Dr. Rowley said he has transacted no business in Florida, nor did he have any banking relationship in the U.S. state. The Prime Minister wants the Commissioner of Police and the Financial Intelligence Unit to investigate the allegations and make the findings public.
That the Commissioner of Police, in his independent capacity as such, immediately authorize and direct the relevant arm of the Police Service of Trinidad and Tobago to investigate this matter as a matter of urgency and report to the public on the findings. And I so request that the FIU investigate this matter immediately and report to the public on its findings with respect to me.
Dr. Rowley has also instructed the Attorney General to communicate with the authorities in Florida through the Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty with the United States. During his contribution to the budget debate on Tuesday night, Oropouche East MP Dr. Rowley Munilal claimed to have an email implicating the Prime Minister in corruption via banking transactions done in Florida and involving the UNC Drilling Company. The Prime Minister also denied the alleged email was linked to his account.
But with an email address which is clearly not mine and an email that doesn't seem to make sense to me, and I don't even make sense to you, where somebody's writing to somebody else through an email that is not mine, but addressing their Prime Minister. I'm the only Prime Minister in this country, so it had to be me.
Attorney-at-Law Michael Kwamana said they'd also be reviewing if the statements by Dr. Munilal had been repeated on social media and elsewhere. Mr. Kwamana also said legal action could be taken against paid bloggers who repeat the allegations online. Cozier Phillip, TTT News.
Dr. Rowley Munilal has said he will not be bullied into silence by anyone. In a news conference held after the Prime Minister's, Dr. Munilal said the documents he has to back up his claims in the Parliament on Tuesday against the Prime Minister needed to be investigated. Dr. Munilal raised questions in Parliament suggesting that the Prime Minister was the beneficiary of payments from the drilling company UNC Drilling.
I take the same position as Dr. Rowley took when he brought what he purported to be emails in this Parliament before. He said it came to his attention. He said he couldn't say whether it's true or not, but in the public interest he raised it and he called for an investigation. We are not detectives and policemen. When we get information, we raise it in the public interest depending on the gravity.
He said verifying the documents he received would take resources from abroad as well as at home.
Verifying international information like this requires agencies abroad. I wish I can command the FBI and so on to do things, but I can't. I can't. So that we have raised the matters, they're in the public domain, and the effrontery of that stranger coming to the Parliament today to tell me they're listening to when I talk to the press. He's rude and out of place to be in the Parliament intimidating a member of Parliament, and I will deal with that matter sternly.
Dr. Munilal said he needed to bring the matter to the public domain, and now that he has done so, he would not back down. And the Member of Parliament for Oropouche East could be sent to the Privileges Committee over the statements he made in the lower house on Tuesday. Leader of Government Business, Camille Robinson-Regis, in the Parliament on Wednesday said Dr. Munilal intentionally misled the House, made injurious allegations against Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, cited dubious documents, and abused the privilege of the House. This member
has brought this House into odium and ridicule by his reckless behavior and sinister conduct, which, notwithstanding the cloak of parliamentary cover, can be clearly seen to be no more than a wicked, ungodly plot by dangerous and devious persons targeted at the member for Digo Martin West.
Mrs. Robinson-Regis described the documents provided by Dr. Munilal as nothing but flimsy pieces of paper. She handed copies of them over to the clerk of the House. Mrs. Robinson-Regis said the documents were also circulated on UNC Facebook sites and by opposition activists, namely UNC Councillor Marissa Ram-Logan, Attorney Daryl Hirilal, and former Senator Patrick Watson. The leader of government business
that the statements of the member for Oropouche East be referred to the Committee of Privileges as a serious matter of high contempt of this House for investigation and report. I beg to move.
Speaker Anisa George said she will reserve her decision on whether a prima facie case has been made out, and she will deliver her decision at a later date.